Hey everyone, Greg from Bell's Backyard. In this video, we're going to be harvesting our own marigold seeds. Marigolds are a great addition to our garden with their beauty, their smell, and the benefits that they have. But one thing that we don't like to do is pay retail prices for them. So we're going to go ahead and harvest hundreds of marigold seeds for next spring using one volunteer marigold plant that I have. Just use these simple tips and techniques and you can do the same thing. Let's get to work. Now this plant right here happens to be a volunteer. He started out incredibly small, but I just went ahead and let him grow. He popped up right in the middle of our room with tomatoes, which you can see here, and I just let him go. So he's been performing well all spring and all summer, and you can see that there's different phases of growth of a marigold. It starts out as a little bulb, which is right here, and then it's going to start to open up and it will look like this. And then you're going to see where it's going to be a juvenile and looks this way, and then we have that pretty blossom that everybody's familiar with. Now after this phase right here, you're going to start to see where the marigold starts to die off, where the petals start to get turned brown. Now it's not time to harvest him yet because you can see at the very base, that's where the seeds are, right here. Now once this turns brown, and this stalk that is coming up, when it starts to turn a little bit brown, that's when it's time to harvest. I'll see if I can find one here in just a minute. But word of caution, if you go with one, let's say like this guy right here, which is all brown and kind of wet, you don't want to harvest him. You just want to cut him and pull him out, because these have the potential right here. These guys have a potential of having mold on them. So you want to get them when they're just fresh and ready to be picked and harvested. So let's get to work on some of these. Okay, here's an example of one right here. So we're going to go ahead and cut him off so I can show you. You can see right here, the flowers are brown, the base of the flower is brown, the stem started to turn brown, and it's still a little bit of green just a little bit further down. This is what you're looking for. So now all we're going to do is we're going to take and we'll sort of crush the petals off of here, just like that. And then we're going to grab it at the base and we're going to pull out our seeds. Now out of this flower, there's about 20 to 25 seeds just in here. And I think out of this plant, I'll be able to harvest maybe 300 to 400 if I stay on top of it. Now the way that you store these, go ahead and put them, let them dry on a paper towel for about 2 or 3 days, and then just store them in a paper envelope. Don't use a plastic bag because that'll retain moisture, but put them in a paper envelope, label what they are, and then they'll be ready for you next spring. Now if you like these kind of short tips, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You can see the link below, and then also leave me a description and then give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. This is Greg from Bell's Backyard. Thanks for watching.